Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. You're tuned into WIUR. It is the album Deep Dive. We're back at it again. And today we're diving deep into an album that means so much to many people, including myself. It is Swimming by Mac Miller. It was released on August 3rd, 2018. This was the last album that Mac released during his actual lifetime. And it's often remembered as one of the most introspective, vulnerable, and musically rich projects. It's also the first half of the album Circles. I know we did Circles last week, and now we're doing the first half this week. Sorry. We both learned something new last week. I didn't realize that swimming and circles were connected as much as they were. So now I feel like we should do the first half. It's only right. So we are this is swimming. By this point in Mac's career, he had evolved far beyond like the party rap image he first got famous for. He'd grown into a multi instrumentalist, a producer, and an artist who wasn't afraid to open up about mental health and heartbreak and self discovery. Swimming isn't just a regular album; it's a whole journey. It's about learning to live within your struggles and finding growth through pain and floating even when it feels like you're sinking. So let's swim through this track by track. We'll break down each song like we do, what it means, the sound behind it, and why it still resonates today. So here we go. First track, Come Back to Earth. I decided we're going to start playing the track afterwards, after I explain it, so you guys can get a little explanation and then get a taste of what it sounds like. So this album opens up with Come Back to Earth. It's a soft, reflective track that immediately sets the mood. Instead of starting with a high energy, Mac gives us something tender and vulnerable. The production is very minimal, gentle keys, a slow drum pattern, and a dreamy atmosphere that feels like floating. Lyrically, this is one of Mac's most open songs, in my opinion. He admits feeling stuck in his own head and searching for peace and struggling to balance darkness with hope. Lines about wanting to come back to earth hint at how disconnected he feels at times. And what's powerful here is the honesty he shows. This intro is like Max sitting you down and saying, "This is where I'm at right now. It's not perfect, but I'm trying." It's a brave way to start an album, to be honest, because not many artists are very open like this. So it really set Mac apart from the rest, and it sets up the themes of self-reflection and resilience and searching for the light in the darkness, like Mac does. So, all right, here's a little bit of "Come Back to Earth." Mac Miller, the first song. Let's do it.
My regrets look just like texts I shouldn't send. And I got neighbors that more like strangers. We could be friends. I just need a way out.
So that's just a little bit. If you want to hear more, lock into this album with me. It's awesome. You can listen to the rest while I explain each song. So that is track one, Come Back to Earth. Then we go into track number two, which is Hurt Feelings.
My
Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. Ignore that. So now that Mac has set the reflective tone with Come Back to Earth, he moves into Hurt Feelings. This track has a production from J. Cole, which is really awesome. It's really special because J. Cole rarely produces for other artists. He's very, very individual and he does not like to share. I wouldn't say he doesn't like to share, but he likes to be on his own. So this was very, very special, especially to Mac. The beat has a jazzy, spacey bounce with some rolling drums and a deep groove. It lets Mac ride out the pocket smoothly, and his voice just goes with it so, so nicely. Thematically, this is Mac confronting fame, criticism, growth. He talks about being underestimated, about the struggles he's faced, but also about his resilience. There's a mix of pain and confidence in this. He acknowledges the hurt, but reminds us that he's still standing strong and he's still fighting, and how we should too. It's also a perfect follow up to the opener after expressing his vulnerabilities. Mac here asserts his strength, showing that he's not defined by his negativity. It's just it's both reflective and it's triumphant, which is exactly the balance of this whole entire album. So let's check it out. Let's check out a little bit of it. This is Hurt Feelings.
always saying I won't change, but I ain't the same. Everything's different. I can't complain. Don't know what you missing. Shame on you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shame on you. Everything's strange. That's just a game. Everybody tripping.
So that's just a little bit of Hurt Feelings. It's a really awesome song. As you can tell, it's got that groovy beat. It's really, really cool. I enjoy it a lot. The next song, we're switching gears a little bit into like pure groove, which is What's the Use? This is a very, very awesome song. Excuse me, everyone, my bad. It's a very, very awesome song. It's one of the funkiest songs on this album, in my opinion. It's impossible not to move when you hear this song. It is a very fun song. So the bass line in this is insane. It's played by Thundercat, who Thundercat is known for his jazzy, otherworldly style, if you like to say. The track also features background contributions from Snoop Dogg, which is really cool, and Sid from the internet. I'm not sure who exactly that is, but he did awesome in this song, gotta say, or she, not sure. Even though it sounds like a party jam, if you really, really listen to the lyrics, obviously go deeper because with Mac Miller, we know he's really, really lyrical guy. So Mac questions purpose and fulfillment in this song. He's asking, what's the use in chasing certain things if they don't really bring happiness, like real, real happiness? That contrast is an upbeat, funky beat with the introspective lyrics. It's classic Mac Miller. This is what he would do at this stage of the career, and this is what he wanted to be known for. He wanted to be known for making music that's different from everybody else, but it also still has a meaning, and that's one of the things we really, really loved about him. This song really shows his versatility. He can make you dance and think at the same time, and it's one of the most standout tracks that still get played everywhere. So here is What's the Use. It's really, really awesome. I do enjoy it.
Yeah. You can love it, you can leave it. Just say nothing without it. Don't let them get you down.
So that's just a little bit of it, and you could tell it's really, really funky. It's really groovy, and it is really awesome song in my opinion. I love it very, very much. So after the funk that Mac brings us, Mac slows things down back with Perfecto, which is track number 4. This track really feels like late night meditation. It's really laid back, hazy, and hypnotic, while Mac really delivers verses that balance vulnerability and optimism like he always does. The hook is especially striking in the song where he sings about living life in my head. He admits that things aren't perfect, but he's learning how to be okay with that. And it's another moment where he shares his inner dialogue with us as fans and makes us feel closer with him. And it's really, really special. It really makes us feel like we're like inside his thought process and we really get to see a different side of Mac than, anybody else gets to see, which is really awesome. So this song, it shows his growth as a songwriter. Instead of running with bravado and how regular masculinity is supposed to be, he would come in and he embraces it. He embraces honesty and uncertainty and the acceptance of imperfection, and he wants to feel his emotions and let us know that he does feel them. And we're not alone in emotions. And it's really, really awesome. Mac is an awesome artist in that way. So here we go. This is track number 4. This is Perfecto.
Ain't perfect, but I don't mind. Cause on the surface I look so fine. But really I'm bugging, making something out of nothing. Yeah, as hard as it gets. Cool, calm, and collected. Holding my breath, this ain't what I expected. Don't argue to death, pull my heart out my chest.
So that's just a little bit of it. We love Perfecto. That's one of my favorites on the album, to be honest. Next up is a song I'm sure everybody has heard once or twice before. This song is called Self Care. This is the most famous track from Swimming. This one really, really connected with a lot of people, and especially after Mac's passing, the song really is divided into 2 parts now. So the first part of Self Care is a very smooth and very very focused on melody, while the second half call is called Oblivion and slows down into a dreamlike haze. Thematically, it's about survival in this song. Max talks about numbing pain and isolating himself, but also learning how to cope with everything. And one of the lines in this song is, I switched the time zone, but what do I know? It captures the sense of searching for escape, but realizing you can't run from yourself. The music video in this song is also just as iconic. Mac trapped in a coffin, carving the words Memento Mori, which means remember that you will pass. It's chilling, but also empowering because the song is ultimately about choosing to take care of yourself even when things are heavy and knowing that no matter what, you know, everything happens. At the end of this, we're all gonna pass and we should enjoy the time that we have and enjoy it with each other and be happy and love each other and Love Yourself. And it's this track has became an anthem for resilience, and it's one of Mac's defining songs. And everyone has heard this song at least once or twice for sure, because it's one of his, in my, at least in my opinion, I think one of his most favorite famous songs. So this is Self Care. Here's just a little.
I switched to time zone, but what do I know? Spending nights hitchhiking, where will I go? I could fly home with my eyes closed, but it get kinda hard to see, there's no surprise though. And you can find me, I ain't hiding. I don't move my feet when I be gliding.
Awesome song, one of my favorites, and it is one of his most popular, and definitely this album's most popular song. The next one, track number 6, is called Wings. This one is not really well known on this album, sadly, even though it is a really good song. But it is after all this intensity that Self Care brings, Mac brings us into something more atmospheric with Wings. It's more, the production's a lot very different. It's airy, it's spacey, it's almost like floating, and Mac is very known for that. It's fitting with the album title. It's like you're swimming, like you're floating in the water. Lyrically, Mac reflects on the growth and moving forward, and he talks about carrying burdens, but also about spreading his wings and trying to rise above. There's a hopeful tone in this song, and it's like he's pushing himself towards healing and acceptance. And honestly, what's great about Wings is like the patience of it. It's not a flashy song. It's meditative. It's very low key, almost like a breath of fresh air in the middle of an intense album. It lets us like reset before diving into the next section. This is like the little intermission. So this is just a little bit of Wings.
Yeah. Well, I got a bone to pick like roses, roses. I ain't feeling broken no more. Bought a fist that got spin, I know this. Talking.
So that was just a little bit of Wings. It's more of like a, like you hear, very low key. Mac is just rapping like how he does, and he's just kind of talking to us and getting us ready for the second part of the album. So the next song is number 7. This is Ladders. Ladders is a very, very cool song. It's a song that starts to pick up the energy. This is one of the most upbeat songs on this album. It's driven by horns and a funky rhythm, and it feels like a celebration. But once again, we know Mac. Mac's lyrics balance the brightness with reflection, and he always makes us want to think. So the metaphor of ladders is about climbing, falling, and continuing the cycle of growth. He acknowledges the ups and downs of life, but the music makes it feel joyful and resilient, which is awesome. Fun fact about this song, Ladders was one of the songs Mac performed with a full live band on his swimming tour, which is awesome and not really known for a rapper to do, with a full live band, which is so cool. The energy was electric in there, and it really shows how he was blending hip hop with jazz, funk, and soul. And he was just so good at music, and he loved to share it with us. So this is just a little bit of Ladders.
So now we gotta find a way, no matter how many miles it takes. I know it feels so good right now, but it all come falling down when the night.
So that's just a little bit, and you can hear the clapping in the background, and the jazz in the back, and the funk. It's so awesome. We love that song. That's, I think, right under perfecto for me. So we have, next song is Small Worlds, which is another very, very popular album on this song. So this one is a very stripped down feel. It's a guitar led production. It gives an intimate vibe. Is number 8 on the album. It's almost like Mac is really sitting with us in the room, and he's just talking with you, which is really awesome. I love when Mac does songs like this. The song talks about isolation and perspective, and Mac acknowledges feeling distant at times, but also finding comfort in focusing on the small world around him and what he has close to him. And instead of getting lost in his bigger picture, which was being famous, and getting lost in all the small things. So it's another example of Mac's honesty. He doesn't sugarcoat his struggles, which was one of the things that we loved about him. He was very real, and he delivers his truth with a very calm acceptance. And it's like he's trying to connect with us and make, like, just try to tell us that it's okay. Like everything's gonna be okay, even though like there's struggles and everything like that. You can accept them and you can keep moving forward. And it's really special. So the minimal production in this, it lets the lyrics take center stage, and it's one of the most personal moments on the album. And I personally enjoy this song very much so. So this is a little listen of Small Worlds.
Yeah, yeah. The world is so small till it ain't. Yeah. I'm building up a wall till it break. She hate it when I call and it's late.
So that's just a little bit of Small Worlds. It's an awesome song. I really enjoy it. So here we go. This is number 9. Number 9 is Conversation Part 1. So this is a song that brings back some playful jazz energy. The beat is very quirky, experimental, and it's with a little electronic flourishes. It makes the song stand out on the album. Thematically, it's about the chaos of thoughts inside Mac's head and the feeling of having constant inner conversations with yourself. And it's almost like we're hearing him think out loud and jumping from topic to topic, but all with his signature smooth delivery and making it all sound so pleasant to hear. It's a short song. It serves as a fun, creative little interlude that keeps the flow of the album moving. It's really awesome. This is a little bit of Here's Conversation Part 1. Little bit. So before we get on to song number 10, we have a little ad break. So here we go.
This is WIUR Sports Radio.
Hi, I'm Robbie Basil, president of WIUR Radio, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Have you ever wanted to call the biggest games, the biggest moments for the biggest names for Iona Athletics? Then the newly founded WIUR Sports Radio is the place to be. Launched in January of 2025, our goal is to try and get broadcasters here at Iona an opportunity to learn, succeed, and get a chance to be on air. From getting to call the big moments at the hack,
Dinkins trying to go to the rack. Denied. Yafet Mundi with
to seeing the crack of the bat at City Park.
the line drive into left field, around third, and it kicks away. The Gales are going to win it in 10.
We make those moments happen on our brand new WIUR Sports Radio platform on Mixer. If you're interested, feel free to reach out to me via email or to the rest of my e-board to join the club. We are WIUR Sports Radio, the new home of Iona Athletics. Now, back to the show on WIUR, Iona University Radio.
Shout out Robbie. We love Robbie over here, as always. Alrighty, so the next song that we have on our lovely swimming album by Mac Miller is it's a song called Don't Know. The next song, this is one of the most emotional songs on the album. I know the title makes it not seem like it, but Mac was always known for not judging a book by its cover, which is basically listen to the song before you just assume what it's about. So this one is a very stripped down. It has very simple melodies. It is just letting Mac's voice carry the weight of the song. Many listeners interpret this as a love song, which could possibly have been about Mac Miller's ex Ariana Grande. He was in a relationship with before this album dropped. It talked about this song personally talked about a lot of longing and distance and not having all the answers. And it's uh, even though all of that, you still feel a deep connection with this person, and it's haunting in its simplicity, which is awesome. Mac doesn't overcomplicate the production or the writing. He doesn't try to distract from the lyrics or his feelings. He just pours his whole feelings out in a vulnerable way, and the honesty is what makes it so powerful and makes people want to listen to Mac because he's a really honest guy, and he makes people feel not alone in his feelings. So this is a little bit of Don't Know, but hope you guys enjoy it.
I wasn't even tripping, I said it's alright. Yeah. Goddamn, we was hit last night. Wouldn't you rather get along? Wouldn't you rather get along?
So that's just a little bit of Don't Know. I really enjoy the song. I love the vibe of it. And I just love Mac's voice. It's so soothing to me. But next song, number 11, is another popular song off this album. I'm sure many of you have heard before. This is Jet Fuel. So this tempo really picks up with Jet Fuel. It's a track that mixes confidence with exhaustion. We know Mac for his production. It's very slick. It has some booming drums and a little darker, heavier tone, which is awesome. Mac here reflects on late nights, bad habits, and sometimes when he pushed himself too far and worked himself too hard. The metaphor of running on jet fuel captures the sense of burning out and burning fast and just not being able to sustain his lifestyle, which is probably very, very exhausting. I could imagine what kind of lifestyle that brings. But beneath all the bravado that comes with being a famous person, there's honesty about the burnout that they feel and searching for balance in it. And it's both a little bit of a flex, but also a confession that it makes it one of the more layered songs on the record, which is really, really awesome. So this is just a little bit of Jet Fuel. In that little clip, we hear a little bit of the production in this song, and you hear just a little bit. This is even just a snippet of the chorus in here.
On a car that I don't whip, I don't even put it up the driveway.
So you hear a little bit of how the beat changes and it becomes more rhythmic, and it's really, really cool. So I enjoy how Max sings it, and like I said, I really love when I hear his voice and he lets his lyrics just take over the song. It's really awesome to me. Next song that we got on here is 2009, which is another awesome song. It is another emotional highlight of swimming. So, you know, I'm trying to think of some certain words to describe this song for me. It's very emotional for me. It's an emotional highlight of like back in my childhood. I don't know. It makes me think of being out and just swimming in my backyard and stuff like that. So this song is backed by a beautiful live string arrangement and some soft piano. It feels like a reflection in its purest form. So this is Mac looking back out on his journey from his early days of blowing up in 2009, which is also a little fun fact about the name. That's why it's named that. And it's a reflection of where he was from then and where he is now and his journey from here. And he admits a lot of mistakes in this song and he acknowledges his growth in it. And he really shows gratitude for the lessons he learned along the way and for everything he has. There's a wisdom in this song that almost feels like prophetic. He's like the live instrumentation makes it timeless, and Mac's delivery makes it feel like he's speaking directly from his heart for the many fans who love this type of music from him. This is the song that really defines the album for me and a lot of people. It really just is Mac reflecting on his whole entire journey. And in my head, if you saw the picture, if you look up the picture of the swimming album, you see Max sitting in this little box with a little window above him, and it just seems like he's just sitting there thinking. I don't know. Picture this song is what I feel like is playing in the background. So if you want to listen to the song, look at that picture, and I feel like it's just like that song is just playing right in the background of them. So this is just a little bit of 2009. I hope you enjoy it. This is one of my favorite songs. I think this is my top.
I don't need to lie no more. Nowadays, all I do is shine, take a breath and ease my mind. And she don't cry no more. She tell me that I get her high, cause an angel's supposed to fly. I ain't asking why no more.
So that's just a little bit of it. I really enjoy it. 2009 is my favorite song, and it is one of the best songs in the album. It really just puts the album on a different pedestal for me. So next song is the last song. It is So It Goes. So this song is a perfect closer for me. I really enjoy it. I feel like it wraps the album perfectly up in a little bow. So this title comes from a novel called Slaughterhouse-Five. So where the phrase is used in this album whenever death is mentioned, it's a reminder of life's impermanence. Mac was he was one to use a metaphor. He liked to connect different things to his life, to things he enjoys. So Mac was very, very known for that. That's why he was such a lovely artist to be a fan of. He would make us think, and he was always one to make us look deeper into things, and it was really, really cool. And he just liked to intertwine his likes and his personality into his songs, and it just made it made him feel more human and more personable to us, which is really awesome to me. It's why I love Mac Miller, at least. So this song, musically, it's atmospheric and open-ended. It's almost like the album is drifting off to space. Lyrically, Mac accepts the chaos of his life, and with calm resignation like he always does. It's not a sad thing, but it's not very overjoyful. It's just plain acceptance and truth. As the final track, it really feels like a goodbye, but also a continuation. It's Max saying, "This journey isn't over. It's just changing in form. So don't worry." And I really think that it wrapped the album perfectly. So this is just a little bit of So It Goes.
Have the world in the palm of your hand, you still might drop it. And everybody wanna reach inside your pockets. I tell them red light, stop it, shit, that give me.
So, anyways, that was just a little bit of So It Goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really love this album. This album is definitely one to give a listen to if you never have. Definitely give it a shout. I just gave only a little bit of clippets, but definitely give it a listen if you have the time. That is the wrap of Swimming by Mac Miller. This album, man, it's more than just a regular music. It's a snapshot of the artist in the middle of his growth and struggle and transformation, and in the middle of his life. Mac found a way to balance pain and beauty and heaviness and light and show us all of it and not hide any part of it. He left us with a project that continues to inspire and heal and resonate. And even years later, swimming feels timeless. It reminds us that it's okay to not have everything figured out, and that life is all about learning, floating, and finding strength and vulnerability. It's a really, really great album. And if you ever feel like you need something inspirational to listen to, this is definitely one. And you definitely want to listen to the lyrics, and it'll definitely make you think about life a little differently, which is awesome. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Mac Miller's Swimming. Keep the music alive, keep the message close. Remember, we're all just swimming through life. This is Mia Valle, and you've been listening to WIUR Album Deep Dive. Stay tuned next week for more albums, and I will see you guys later.
Nothing in my wallet, just a lot of dreaming. I built a crib on top of the promised land, we'll call it even. I bring more flavor than all the seasons, winter, spring, summer.